What up, Hellcat family? Welcome back to another blessed and positive video. Another great video. Now today, I got the cat in front of me, and we're at one of the same spots that we did the reveal on the cat because we got a mod that we just got done. And we're going to do our first drive video with the mod tomorrow. The mod is super dope, so I want to make it a whole video of us doing the first drive with the mod. But this video, I'm going to show y'all what we got done. This is something that you need for the cat, like it's a must. Once you get a Hellcat, you should get this right away. I mean, there's little other stuff you should get before, kill switch, little protective devices. But then, if you want to dive into performance or enhancing the cat without spending too much money, this is something that you should get ASAP. When I tell y'all this turned up the overall experience in the drive of the car, it really did. If I would have did this to my last Hellcat, it would have made it that much harder to get rid of because it turned up the overall noise, and that's a hint, the noise. We went ahead and got an intake, but not just any intake. We got one of the best intakes you can get for the Hellcat. We got a leg maker intake with the carbon fiber sleeve on it. I don't have the leg maker stickers, and I don't have the leg maker little plate over the actual air intake filter, which is better. It makes it more sound. And then when a cop pops your hood and they see the leg maker little plate, that just like automatically tells them you got a leg maker. So it looks a lot better just having an open filter without the stickers, without the little plate. And I know it definitely increased the sound, especially the plate being removed. I know when that plate is on, it muffles the sound, it muffles the whine a little bit. So now we have it removed, we can really hear the whine. And like when I tell y'all we can really hear it, y'all will see in tomorrow's video, we can really hear the whine a lot. And when I tell y'all this turned up the whole experience of driving this car and just being in this car and riding in it, it really did. Now, one thing that I'm extremely glad that I got on the leg maker intake is the oil filter. The oil filter makes the whine extremely loud and pronounced. You can really hear it with the oil filter. I don't know, it's just something about it. It's something about the oil filter versus the dry. It makes it louder with the oil. So if you can and you have the chance to go with the oil filter, go ahead and go with the oil filter. You will not be disappointed. And I did get hooked up by my buddy. It's hard to get these intakes, right? It'll probably take like 4 or 5 months for it to come if I ordered one now. I got one off of my buddy that was selling this Hellcat. I snatched it. He gave it to me for a good deal, and I won. When y'all see the video tomorrow on the first drive with the leg maker intake, and y'all hear how it made the car sound, y'all are gonna be amazed. I don't know why, but for some reason, right? The leg maker that I got is for the newer year Hellcats, and I had to finagle a little bit to like hook it up to this Hellcat because it's a 2018. But once I got it hooked up, it whines a lot more. Now I'm sure of it now, that the leg maker that comes with this car, or is supposed to come for this car, doesn't sound as loud as the newer leg maker intakes that they start to make for the newer wide body Hellcats and stuff like that. So that's the whole reason why the whine is so increased. I'm about to show y'all the leg maker intake and how it looks and everything, but I want to give y'all some information and some background on it first, because I know a lot of y'all are like, okay, cool, I want to get a leg maker intake. This video might have popped up, y'all looking for leg maker intakes, and I want to be as informational as possible when getting a leg maker intake on your Hellcat, especially if it's your first time owning a Hellcat and getting a leg maker intake. I want y'all to be at ease. I want y'all to just order the intake, get it put on, and know exactly that Trap told y'all the right information. Trap told y'all the right information. It's plug and play. Let me ride with it, see how it sounds. I want y'all to have a better experience than me with this intake, and I'm having a good experience. This has to be the loudest intake that you could put on the Hellcat. It has to be, next to the B Woody. The B Woody is like impossible to get. I think they're discontinued, and they started to make the cars heat soak and stuff like that. So those are totally out the picture. The leg maker is the loudest, safest intake for the Hellcat by far. And when y'all see this video tomorrow, I really want to do it all in one video, but it has to be 2 separate ones, because tomorrow we're going to whine around like a baby. The downshifts, the way it sounds when you get on it, even in eco mode, it's insane. I mean, quite honestly, it changed the whole tone of the supercharger itself. It changes the whole tone of the whine. As soon as I put this intake on, I noticed that the whine itself, it didn't even sound the same. Now we're going to pop the hood right now. We're going to pop the hood right now, and I'm going to show y'all what the intake looks like. Now I got the hood popped. I kind of forgot how it looked underneath here. I kind of forgot my damn self how it looked. Man, looks like I have a lot going on. I don't even have a lot going on. We just got the intake right now. Just intake. Now, like I was saying, y'all, I do have the shield off, and this is the oil filter. The filter looks a lot different. Y'all can actually even see some of the oil like in the filter as it runs through it. and the carbon sleeve. This right here is just from the heat touching it. It kind of like melts some of the carbon, or it makes it kind of faded a little bit. But this is the little mod right here that I had to do. I had to do this little extension piece to hook it over here, because I guess on the newer Hellcats it comes from over here, and then when it comes to installing it, really just a few bolts on the throttle body. Make sure the sensor is in, make sure you get this sensor in, and it's in good. The main part was taking out the old one, but once you got that old one out, you can slap it in easy. It's super easy. It's plug and play, and it sounds super good. It sounds super good. And then the carbon weave, I know it's burnt a little bit just because of the heat on here, but the whole sleeve of the intake being carbon, y'all can't tell me that this doesn't look crazy. When I pop my hood, some people don't know that this is a leg maker intake, so they look at it and they're like, damn, the carbon fiber. Leg maker did a good job with this intake and the way it looks. Now with the plate on there, it does look a little bit more official. It looks a little bit more to like what some of y'all are probably used to, because when people get them, they slap the leg maker on here and they slap the plate right on top. But that plate is blocking a lot of our noise. I have the plate at home. If we ever want to go ahead and slap the plate on just to show, just to show that we got the leg maker on here, because it ain't going to add nothing. It's actually going to take away from our sound and our full whining capabilities, which y'all will see tomorrow what I'm talking about. This thing cries. Straight cry, baby. This is what it does, This is what it's for. It's to add the leg maker to and make it whine. It's to, that's the whole thing about the cat. It's the whine. That's why I wanted it back so bad. And we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have fun with it. The content, the other Hellcats we're going to meet up with other leg maker intakes. Y'all are in for a treat. And I got a lot of stuff done to this car that y'all haven't even seen yet. A lot of other videos that are coming out that y'all haven't even seen yet. But the leg maker, this mod right here, is by far a must-have mod for your Hellcat. You need this. You need this, especially with the oil filter. And I wonder if I can get in there. You can really see the oil floating around in there. But, as I drive it and stuff, it kind of floats around and gets in the filter. So it probably might not be as much oil in there. But when I first got it, it was oil like in the filter, which I thought was the coolest thing about the oil filter. It was super dope because I never had an oil filter before. I've always heard people talk about them. Oil filters are better. Now I know what they're talking about. And now that we have a Hellcat and it's for the whine, it really, really makes a difference. If y'all are in a debate whether to get the leg maker, the JLT, and there's a whole bunch of other intakes out there, go ahead and get the leg maker for your Hellcat. It's the best one you can get. It's the best with the temps, and I mean the cold air intake temps. I've been watching the temps since the time I put the leg maker on, and it's only decreased. It's only went down. The other intakes, I've been hearing that they make your car overheat. The leg maker, I have no problems, and it sounds insane. I recommend the leg maker. Go ahead and get it. If y'all are in a debate right now, go ahead and order it. Just grab it. Y'all will not be disappointed at all. And I just played back one of the clips. I'm noticing how bright and sunny it is today. So the camera is really tuning everything else out behind me, and it's just focusing on my face. It gave it a crazy vibe. I turned the brightness down a little bit on the camera, so it should be a little bit better. It shouldn't be doing that, even though it make it seem like we in a movie or something, huh? It's crazy. But the intake, y'all, nuts, insane. Tomorrow we're doing the first drive reveal video on the intake. Pretty easy install though. When it comes to installing it, easy, super easy. Few bolts right here by the throttle body. Got to make sure this filter is on real good, because when I got mine, the filter was off. If you got to relocate the sensor. This right here is going to always be plug and play. This one would never move, and it's always going to come from right here. It might be kind of hard to move it around because once you have the stock one on, these wires have never moved with the stock one. So it's going to be stuck in that position. Got to kind of loosen the wires up or loosen the Velcro. Y'all see it's like a zip tie right here. So if you can kind of move that zip tie down a little bit, you can kind of get that wire a little bit better. But once you put it in there, and if you have to relocate that, you're good. You're locked in, and you got the leg maker intake in there. I'm so glad that we got this mod, and I'm able to share this experience with y'all and share having this mod with y'all. This is always something I wanted to do to my Hellcat, and I never got the chance to do it to my last Hellcat, and now we can. Now we can do this Hellcat right, like I said. And it honestly feels really good to have another cat and to be able to do a whole bunch of mods and a whole bunch of content with y'all. We're about to have a lot of fun. Now tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to do our first drive with the leg maker. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video of getting a leg maker intake on the Hellcat. Stay blessed, stay positive, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Love y'all.